Cletus McFarland, man, not approved for Talladega, right? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Hell, man, you hit the wall 3 times at Rockingham. God forbid you go another 80 mile an hour faster than that. You're going to kill somebody out there. What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang coming to you live right here at Coach's Corner, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing, grubbin' is tasting. Man, I tell you what a great Wednesday. We getting ready to get back into it. The one off week we have all year long right there in NASCAR, man. Hope everybody had a good Easter. We are getting back at it, and we are getting back at it at the last great Coliseum, man, the world's fastest half mile there at Bristol. Can't wait to get into it. So way we like to get it started is what we call the word of the day. If you're new to tuning into the show, the way we play this game basically is whatever word I say, I have no idea what it's going to be. Every time I say it, take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. I say it's age appropriate as well. If you're under 21, hey, man, sweet tea, Kool-Aid, whatever. We're rebounding from spring break, and some are on spring break this week. So, enjoy your time, man. Stay up late, have fun, and represent right here, rubbing and grubbing, man. So last week's word was Kyle Busch, I'm pretty sure, right? Wasn't it something like that? Yeah, Kyle Busch. So at the, getting into it this week, this word is going to be, I have no idea, y'all, but make sure you guys play along. So getting into the news, I tell you what, like we talked about last week, my main man, Chase Elliott, the Bulldog himself, came home victorious there at Martinsville, the paperclip, found a way, man, played the strategy, and things fell his way. You gotta pay homage to the NASCAR gods on that one, because had that caution not fallen when that caution fell, Elliott was smoked. But hey, they made the right call, gambled and won. So good for them. And earliest in the season that the 9 car has ever won a NASCAR race. And damn it, man, if that ain't hard to believe, I don't know what is. Because, hey, championship, winning races, man. But earliest in the year, the 9s won. We'll see if we can carry the momentum into this week. Placey's won before. Placey's had chances to win multiple times. Hamlin got to him one time. But, at the end of the day, we'll see what the Bulldog can do for sure. So what good races we had last week at Rockingham, man. I can't wait for Rockingham to come back on the Cup Series, y'all. Getting back to the promised land. We used to start the season out Daytona 500 and then head to Rockingham, right? I think we need to do it again. I mean, that's what it's all about. Such a unique track, a driver's track that makes you actually save the tires and what you can do with the car. A passing track. I mean, so many good lines and very fast. It's not similar to Dover, but the racing style of just being unique is very similar to Dover, and I love it. But congratulations, Corey Heim. Heim time out there, baby. I tell you what, I don't know how that man doesn't have a full-time ride. You might as well chalk him up unless he asks for too much money, but I'll take him every week. Anytime he's in a Cup or in a Truck Series, I'll take him every single week, man. He's doing it. Here's the tidbit. Here's a tid for tack. I've been calling Kyle Busch. Right? I've been calling Kyle Busch to the 48. If it ain't Kyle Busch, it's got to be Corey Heim or Jesse Love, right? It's got to be one of those two guys. If you don't go get those guys, then you might as well just not even run 4 cars and just run 3 for like 2 years, till Corey Day's ready. But we'll see what he does. But we'll see. We'll see. Somebody's going there, man. And big congrats to Swallich, man. The man, the myth, the legend himself finally got that Xfinity win. What a good run there for that car, man. That was a good race. Both races there at Rockingham all weekend long were awesome. I'm glad that those 2 lower series had their chance to shine, right? We don't have a Cup race, after. It's kind of, that's what you tune in for, is to watch those 2 races. So I'd be interested to see the viewership. I didn't really pay attention to it, but would love to see it, just for the fact of, I think it's great to just have those guys some weekends too. So awesome run there, and great. Cannot wait to see the Rock back on the Cup schedule. I give it 2 years, if that. Maybe even next year, but I give it 2 years. So NASCAR to address fuel saving at super speedways, man. Here we are coming up to Talladega here next weekend after. Anyways, hey, NASCAR ain't playing, man. They're getting ready to say we're not saving fuel at restrictor plates or super speedways, if you will. Gonna change it. And I've said it. I've talked about it for a few years. Either you have to change the stage length to make things different on fuel, or you have to give them a smaller fuel cell. I mean, at the end of the day, you can only put 8 gallons into 8 gallons, right? So we'll see what they decide to do, what they're doing. I know they come out with it. I didn't read too much into it, but it's going to be very interesting to watch how it changes if they implement it here coming up in a few weeks at Talladega for sure. So if you guys hadn't yet, go out, like, share, follow, all that social media. Oh, that's the one I've been waiting on. I even had a bye week. Go figure, it's my luck. Look, I got a Dan Walker $100 bill right here for Chevy winning. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. He said he had the best to tell me to kiss his ass, so I'll throw $1 into the swear bucket for Dan Walker. But no, we make a bet every week. Ford and Chevy. I'm a Chevy man. He's a Ford man. Let me tell you, the man is an encyclopedia of NASCAR knowledge. So I got to take the winnings when the winnings are sweet there for sure. But if you guys haven't yet, go out, like, share, follow, all that social media, y'all. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Most importantly, hit the YouTube channel. That's where we're getting it. I'll tell you what, I got to give a big thanks out to everybody that tuned into the show this past week. Let's see. Last week we hit a second highest viewed episode ever in 7 years right there. 3,600 views on YouTube and 3,100 views on Facebook. 21 new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that, man. That's an awesome deal. And like I said, it's not even so much about what we can do on YouTube. It's really about just getting the more eyes on what we do here at Coach's Corner and in Savannah for charity, right? That's really what it's all about. I love NASCAR. Being a fan of NASCAR, I don't care if there's 4 people watching. I'll get up here and talk. I mean, give me cold beer and give me something to talk about. Anybody that knows me knows I'm going to talk. So thank you guys for representing. Share it. Follow it. We're giving this away tonight. We're going to get to that. This one's gone. I'll have a new one next week. We'll get rid of that one too. But thank you guys sincerely from the Rubbin' and Grubbin' crew. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting what we like to think of the best NASCAR show out there on YouTube, man. So Cletus McFarland, man, not approved for Talladega, right? I don't blame him. Hell, man, you hit the wall 3 times at Rockingham. God forbid you go another 80 mile an hour faster than that. You're going to kill somebody out there. I'm not going to talk too hard and too much about it. We'll save it for the hard right turn. I'm not against it. I'm not with it. It's just kind of one of those things that I can understand both sides, but I definitely understand the safety aspect of it. So we'll see. We'll see if he can get validated and come in here in a couple weeks and go to Talladega, race for RCR again, man. We'll see what happens. So 31 races. 31 is the number. 31 races since Kyle Larson last won a Cup Series race, y'all. 31 races. We're going on, that's almost a whole season. We're going on 5 more. That's a season, right? So, every guy, generational talent, if you will, which I don't think Kyle Larson's generational talent. I think he just came into the wrong generation. But, he's good, right? 31 races since he last won. Now, do we think that's going to come to an end at a place that he led 411 laps last year in the spring race to win? Or do we think it's going to be something different and we're going to ride the slump? Man, I'll tell you what. From my perspective right now, what I see, Chevy's already struggling. Not saying Kyle Larson isn't a driver. We all know he's a race car driver. It's not set it up for me and I go get in and perform. It is more or less I'll get it to where I need it. Yeah. Dan says he'll take him from a Ford man. I take him too, but I'll ride the slump. I'm going to ride the slump. I think it's going to be a place like Kansas or a mile and a half where we can stretch it out and really run those lap times. I don't know it'll necessarily be Bristol this weekend, and I could be wrong, but I'll ride the slump right now on Kyle Larson. I think we're going to get close to 40 races, maybe even 42 before he finally gets that win, but we'll see what happens. So new tire at Bristol this weekend, y'all. Hey, man, NASCAR went to work last fall after the playoff race there at Bristol. They went to work, had the tire test, said, hey, we're tired of just putting chunk rubber down, not even taking it into the track, tire temperature being an issue. They're trying to go about it a different way. Now, we're going to see what it does this weekend there on Sunday. We're going to see if it lays into the track or it sits on top, as we've seen in years past, and just chunk up. But they are trying to get away from temperature related rubber, right? We're not trying to lay it down with the hotter and this and that. We're trying to just go ahead and grind it into the racetrack, maybe through the compound. So we'll see what Goodyear comes up with. They've been on a streak, man. Goodyear's been doing good, right? I can't down Goodyear for what they've been doing the last couple of years there. So we'll see. We'll see what they do, but keep an eye out Sunday. It's going to be different variable. Higher horsepower, new tire compound, Bristol. Should be interesting for sure. So that'll do it for the NASCAR news, baby. We are right in here to the checkered flag for charity. And I tell you what, man, if you guys, we put it in last week. You guys watched it, the 9-1. Anything under Christopher Bell is always a 20. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and supporting it. $220 right here on the year, man, just out of checkered flag for charity, just off guys who won. Tyler Reddick started out hot, man, you know, getting after it. So really good deal there for them and us as well. Man, me and Lawrence are going to split it up this year. We're going to do a couple charities. We'll run spring to summer and then summer to fall type thing we're going to do. We're going to split it up through a couple local charities. Hadn't really decided yet. I think we're we hadn't done anything for our four-legged friends. In 7 years, we hadn't talked about the pets. So I think maybe we'll split one or the other up into a local pet rescue here, and then maybe we'll do something for Christmas for the kids, Big love the kids, It's all about the kids up here. So maybe we'll do a toy drive or a bike giveaway or hell, who knows? We're going to do something up here, but we're going to raise it up right here local in the area. So make sure you guys are supporting that. If you ever come to coaches, like I say all the time, nickels, pennies, dimes, 10/20s, 150s, whatever you got to give. Stop John, stop Adele, stop your waiter, your waitress. Tell them checkered flag for charity, donate in. All stays local right here, man. So getting ready to get into the Who's Hot, but before we do, we're going to pause for station identification right here, Coach's Corner Sports Network, baby, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Man, we having cold beer up here on a Wednesday, man. Hope the Easter Bunny was good to you. I didn't find any golden eggs in my basket, but hey, man, every day's a blessing. It's a golden egg, That's how you got to look at it once you're an adult. So cheers, man. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday for sure. All right, man. Who's hot and who's not? Sponsored by Arbor Man, the best tree service in the Savannah area. Mr. Parker Eccles, owner-operator over there at Arbor Man Tree Service. Him and his team taking care of everything that you need tree service-wise, the best in the business. Full tree removal, stump grinding, limbs cut back. Need an estimate? Make sure you're giving Parker and his team a call over there at Arbor Man. You'll see that number scrolling all night long. As I always like to say, no job too big, too small. Give Parker a call, baby. So getting into the Who's Hot. Like I said last week, I'll take the 11. Week in and week out, I'll take the 11 until they prove me wrong. I'll tell you what, consistency always has been a career of it. 60-plus wins right now. I'm getting ready to get Kyle Busch. I'll take Denny Hamlin, man. That's what it is. Second for me on that list, the Bulldog himself, Chase Elliott, Mr. Consistency, if you want to talk about it over the last few years. Maybe doesn't have that many race wins, but I'll tell you what, top 10s, top 7s, finding a way to take a good race car or a bad race car and finishing good. That's what Alan Gustin and Chase Elliott are all about. Cannot wait to see what they can do later when we get in the grind of this season. Early win. Come on, man. We're going to get a few more. This is going to be the first year maybe with Matt Harrington actually win my money. I've been donating to hell. He's 300 up on me. All I need Elliott is to win 3 races. I hadn't had that in 3 years, so maybe this is the first year I get a little bit of my money back. We're going to find out. And last but not least, Ryan Blaney, man. I'll take Ryan Blaney. He's fast, and I say it all the time. NASCAR Cup Series, Ford. We'll throw $1 in. I'll tell you what, consistency and running good leads to wins, right? You got to be up front. You got to contend to win, right? And Blaney's been hot. I think had par a couple things that happened, maybe even at Martinsville. Maybe he had a chance had Hamlin not put him in the wall, We'll see what happens, but I'll take Ryan Blaney third. Who's not? Come on, y'all. We talked about it last week. Ross Chastain, the watermelon man. I think he's growing watermelons without seeds in it. That's what I think he's doing. He ain't even growing real watermelon. He's growing like, genetically modified watermelons out there. I don't know what he's doing, but he ain't doing no justice right now. Very cold. Kyle Busch, same as last year. He going to stay on until he gets rid of RCR. You got to move from RCR. Take a pay cut and come to Hendrick, please. Just take the 48 over. Take half what you're making now and win races for a year or two. I'd love it. And a Ford there for Lawrence. Joey Logano. You got to get it together. It's time. You got to get it together. In today's way we're playing the points this year, he's got to get it. Well, what is he, 16, 15? Oh, he might have moved up. He might have moved up there after Martinsville. I hadn't really looked, but he was down there. So he's got to get it together for sure, man. So that'll do it for the who's hot and who's not. That Martinsville recap, like we went over last week, y'all. Chase the Bulldog, Elliott, comes home victorious after the 11 of Denny Hamlin dominated all day long. The 9 played a strategy, man. Pitted before everybody else short pitted there, caught the caution when they needed it, came out, got the track position, and I'm not going to take anything away from him. Hamlin couldn't catch him. Loose wheel. Yeah, right. You just got outplayed, man. That's all it is. I had a loose wheel there. No, you just burned the tires up trying to chase him, man. That's it. That Georgia boy was gone like he had some shine in the trunk of it. You know, them Bulldogs, man. Go ahead, Chase. Go ahead. But, hey, what a race there at Martinsville. Had some drama there with Hocevar and Bubba like we talked about. Bubba Wallace just drove through him. You know, a lot of people call for his head on a silver platter. I do not. I don't care for Bubba. I don't dislike Bubba. You know, I think Bubba's about as good as he's going to get. You know, he might win a race a year. We'll see if he can do it. Started the season out hot, but don't take it away. 2311's got good equipment. If he can go out and put it in victory lane, he can. I would take Bubba Wallace over a lot of guys that are out there that maybe have been around a lot longer. So I think the thing that gets Bubba is himself. If Bubba could ever figure out from letting Bubba get Bubba, he'd be all right. But he's got to get that squared up. But I ain't mad at him. Man, I don't think Hocevar is that type. He's going to be aggressive, but I don't see Hocevar going out and wrecking him at Bristol on purpose or anything. So, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. So, all in all, great race there. And like I said at Martinsville, the paperclip, man, I don't remember how many hot dogs they ate in the weekend, but I'm sure it's a ton. All right, 40,000 plus, I'm sure, something crazy, which is just awesome. That's what NASCAR is all about. You know, it's kind of like college football, right? You go in between the hedges at Georgia. You go, you go to Tennessee. You go to Texas. All these traditions and what we do. You know, the Grove at Ole Miss. Whatever it is you do, NASCAR has it too, track-wise. You know, that's what I think. I love it. The home field, like, oh, we eat hot dogs in Martinsville. Oh, we go here. This is what we do. You know, I love it. I think it's great for the sport, and it's great history, and that's what it comes down to. So, all in all, great race there at Martinsville. Happy with the race that got put on. Think it was one of the better ones in the last few years again. You know, Hamlin stunk it up, you know, but at the end of the day, what do you expect? It's Martinsville and it's Denny Hamlin. I'll take them all day. So, not mad at anybody. NASCAR, good tire there for Goodyear. Good thing for NASCAR. No unneeded cautions, no re-rat the field. Came out the way it needed to come out, and the Bulldog was victorious, man. That was a good weekend for me, for sure. So, getting ready to get into this Bristol preview. World's fastest half mile, y'all. The last great Coliseum, the Thunderdome. Getting ready to throw it down right here. Got to give a shout out to the boys from Illinois that'll be up there. Matt and Robert, you know, campers there and friends of the family have been coming to Atlanta for quite a few years. They'll be there at Bristol. I talked to him this spring race at Atlanta. I might be going to Bristol next year. You never know, man. Who knows? You know, we'll get in trouble. Bring the bail money. Send the bail money. That's what they said. So either way, but hope them boys have a good time and have a good weekend there at Bristol. Hopefully weather's good and good racing. That's what it's all about, you know. But Kyle Larson, man, won it last year, 411 to 500. I mean, he pretty much dominated. Who can beat him? I tell you what, tune in this Sunday, 3 o'clock. But better yet, come up right here at Coach's Corner, man. Savannah's home for NASCAR. Right here, Thunderbolt, Georgia, man. Come up and check it out. Top 5. I'll take Ryan Blaney to win it. I'm not even going to hesitate. I'll take the Ford to win it. Man's been hot. Really good long-run car. Had really good at Bristol. Doesn't have the wins and the finishes to show, but I'll tell you what, really good at Bristol. I'll take the 12 car. 2 for me would be Dennis the Menace himself. The 11 of Denny Hamlin. Why not? Why shouldn't you? Man's hot. Got some wins there. Bristol's a good track for him. man, I'll take the 11 all day. 3, take the 5. You can't take away Young Money too far down there. You got to take him at least in the top 3 for sure. We'll see if he can repeat what he did last year again. They definitely need it over there, him and Cliff Daniels. 4, the Bulldog, Chase Elliott. Come on, man. That Georgia boy getting ready to go back and go on Sunday at Bristol, okay? Watch out for that 9 car to go back-to-back. And the Highline, man, you know what I mean? You might as well take Tyler Reddick, I think, 5th. You can't hate against him. 4 wins in the first 8 races, or going on 8 races. He could easily win again Sunday at Bristol, so I'll take 45. Dark horses, we'll reverse that number 54 of Ty Gibbs. You better go look up that average finishing position for Ty Gibbs in Bristol in the last 5 races. 8.2 finish. Hell, finished 3rd here in the spring. That's one of his better racetracks, even though he ran like garbage over the last couple of years. So I'll definitely take Ty Gibbs right there. And the Cowboy, man, Chris Buescher, you better watch out. The Cowboy might wrangle him another win there at Bristol. We'll see what he does, but I'll take those 2 guys as dark horses for sure. So getting ready to get into that money line. Before we do money line, presented by Redfin Polarized, the best polarized sunglasses on the planet. I don't care if you got money on the line or a wall hanger. Make sure you see it clearly, again, with the best polarized sunglasses, Redfin Polarized. Hey, man, these things are made for the wood, for the water, all kinds of different polarization, needs, lenses they can put in, all kinds of frames, big head, small head, tall head, whatever it may be. Dr. Seuss, they got you covered, man. I ain't lying to you. Redfin got you. So make sure you're checking out that website, Redfin Polarized, and find some swag, find some glasses. Hit code Rubbin' and Grubbin', man. Might save you a little bit at checkout, 15% there, man. So, as always, live life, fins up. Redfin Polarized, baby. The money line, I'm not going to venture off. Top 3 for me are going to be these 3, the 11, the 12, and the 5. You might as well lock them all in for a win. Who knows what it's going to be, but I might as well lock all 3 of them. Top 5, I'll go 9 and 54. I think if maybe the 54 might get decent odds there. We'll see. Barring some action, we're not going too far deep. Eric Jones, there again, a guy that runs good there. The 21 car has had success there. I don't think they'll have success with Josh Berry. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I'm not going to go too deep. Just too many variables, new tire, more horsepower, too many things of the unknown. Stick to what you know this week. Don't venture out. And barring any big wrecks, you guys should clean up pretty good. Follow that social, man. Lawrence does a great job posting it. He'll show you who exactly we take. We hit Corey Heim. We had it going on in Xfinity there for a minute until we didn't. But at the end of the day, make sure you're following that social, keeping up to date with what we're betting on for sure. So getting ready to get in the hard right turn, but before we do, got to give a big shout out. Lamar's Body Shop, 2301 Skidaway Road, hop, skip, and a jump away from coaches. 35 plus years, taking care of all your Savannah auto collision needs. The best in the business, doesn't matter what it is. If you need a paint job, some parts replaced, an estimate, make sure you're stopping by and seeing Lamar and his team. Again, 2301 Skidaway Road. You'll see that scrolling all night long. As I always say, why settle for par? Go see Lamar, baby. So the hard right turn, Cletus McFarland will be the hard right turn, y'all. And I'm not taking anything away from Cletus, but what I am saying is this. Rockingham and Talladega are 2 different beasts. Talladega, you're going way faster, a lot of lives at stake, inches apart from each other compared to a place that we're going fast and we're racing, right? If NASCAR hasn't cleared him for clearance to go and have that license to race at Talladega, then that's what it is. Look at Mike Skinner. Happened to him at Daytona, right? Is it good for the sport? Yeah. Why? Because we're in a social age. Everybody can see everything you're doing. Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. Is it safe? I don't know if it is or not, at the end of the day. I can't take anything away. I can't speak on Cletus's talent, but I also know NASCAR is good enough and been doing it long enough to judge and go, yeah, you don't quite have the seat time to go and do what we're doing. So, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but, rob a man of his glory or save a soul. That's what it's all about. So, comment on it. Let me know what side of the fence you're on. Would love that. Hey, man, we're giving this thing away. Like I said, Pin Drop RC is the winner, baby. Commented on last week's show. Little Harry Gant Auto 2025. I think it's Prism. Yeah, 2025 legendary, Prism, Harry Gant gets the old school 97 Ken Schrader replica of that, skull car there. Hey, he ran it for a while too, had the sponsorship. But hey, congrats. Make sure you guys are going checking him out at Pin Drop RC. Man's got a cool little gig, man, going down. So make sure you check that out. Something I remember as a kid in the Atlanta infield, he's doing it at different places. So make sure you're checking him out. Pin Drop, get this to you, baby. Thanks for subscribing to the show and following, man. Really appreciate that. That is going to wrap it up for the rubbing. We are on to the grubbing, and I'm going to tell you guys, I really need this right now. We just did a classic. I'm getting ready to eat some of these tots. I'm really not going to tear them up until I get off the show. But I tell you what, man, looky there. Them wings, Texas Pete and butter in the house. Those tots, ranch, blue cheese. If you guys haven't, come out, get something to eat here at this great local establishment, Coach's Corner. Thunderbolt, Georgia, baby, right off Victory Drive, man. I'm telling you. We got Coach Carl DeMasi coming on right after me, baby, with the Savannah Sports Report. Make sure you keep in tune with Coach. Hit that YouTube channel, subscribe. Hey, you got to follow the coach, man. The man knows his stuff. Them Braves we're doing work right now, halfway decent. Not putting it in, but I'd rather start the year out like this and start it out hot and then fall off. So just stay healthy. Please, Braves, stay healthy. But Coach E's keeping you up to date. Everything prep sports in the area. Doesn't matter what it is. Bass fishing, swimming, wrestling, football, baseball, soccer, basketball. Coach got you covered, man. Coach got you. So subscribe to that YouTube channel and make sure you're staying tuned right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network for Coach Carl DeMasi coming up with the Savannah Sports Report right here, 7 o'clock, man. I'm out. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I'm getting off here. I'm getting ready to tear these wings up. Like I said, make sure you're staying tuned for Coach Carl DeMasi and coming out and supporting coaches, man. That's what it's all about. So coming for trivia. Got that going on tonight. Cranks up 7:30. Get here about 6:45 if you want a table or a seat. But, hey, man, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, last week, huge show. Let's make this week's bigger. I appreciate it. As always, stay safe. Till next time, love you. And as always, wash your hands, y'all. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.